Today I get to make one of my very favorite types of videos, a comparison video. Not just any comparison video. I get to show you guys a wig that I absolutely love and have worn multiple times, the one on my head, and I get to show you a brand new one and what it looks like out of the box. Aside from tip videos, which I love doing, to teach you to be successful, to help you to make the most out of your wigs, especially if you're on a budget, you gotta make the most out of what you've got. I love those. But buying a brand new wig is probably one of the most nerve-wracking things a wig wearer goes through, because you just never know what you're gonna get. There's far too much variation, in my opinion, because wigs can look so different from piece to piece. And so you're gonna watch one of my reviews, you're gonna see a wig that maybe you think is gonna be good for you, you buy it, and then you get it, and it does not look like the one I was wearing. And I promise you, I never modify these wigs before I review them. Yes, I comb through them, I finger style them, but I do not change the style. And sometimes it looks like maybe I did. So today, we're gonna look at a brand new on my way, and let's just see what we get. I have not even opened this box, so I'm praying she doesn't look terrible. My name is Denise. I'm also known as Hey Wig Sister on Instagram and Facebook, and I'm here on behalf of Chiquel. And I'm so thrilled to be able to show you guys this today. This is really truly a thrill for me. So the on my way that I have on my head, and I have all my notes in front of me, and I forgot to move this one to the front, so bear with me. Okay, so the one I have on my head is in the color Shaded Iced Mocha. I reviewed this one a few months back, and I will link my original review in the description box if you want to go check that out. And I do show this color inside and outside. And in that video, I raved about this wig. I just fell in love with it almost immediately. And I said in that video that I was thinking of wearing it to my niece's wedding, which was only a few days after I filmed the video. And I ended up wearing this wig to my niece's wedding. I ended up wearing this to a fundraising gala about a week or two later. I have worn this one a handful of times already, and I stand by my love of this one. I don't even know why I love this one. It's quite different from what I typically wear, but it's just a fun piece. And she's holding up beautifully. This is made with heat-friendly synthetic fibers. The length is pretty good for heat-friendly. It's not getting a ton of friction. It's heavily layered, so any friction it's getting is really only on the longest layer. Yes, there was a little bit of tangling at the nape after wearing it for hours and hours, because, you know, it rubs up on your clothing a little bit back here, but it combed out fine. The fibers are not getting frayed or frizzy. This is just a great piece, especially if you're new to wigs, especially if you're new to heat-friendly fibers. That said, we're gonna take a look at a brand new one. So I have this one in the color Shaded, I think Shaded Iced Sweet Cream. Yes. So could we get more opposite ends of the extreme? I don't think so. And actually, this isn't the Shaded Iced Sweet Cream. This is just the Iced Sweet Cream. It is. I wrote Shaded down, and it's not. It's the Iced Sweet Cream, which I prefer rooted blondes, so this is not actually a great color for me personally, but at least you guys are going to get a chance to see this one, and it's a non-rooted color. And actually, I do think I have another wig here right now to review in a rooted color of this Iced Sweet Cream. So watch for that to come out, because I'll do a comparison so that you can kind of see how rooting on a wig can change the color dramatically. Okay, let's throw her on. Again, I have not put this one on my head. I have not looked at this one. This is straight out of the box. And I can already tell I've got to change my curtain back here so I don't blend into the background. Hold on, I'm not going to touch anything. All right, so much better. I promise you, I didn't touch anything on this piece. This is fresh out of the box. I have made a ton of videos over the years talking about wigs out of the box, showing how to work with wigs out of the box. Learning how to do these things is so very important, because often wigs do not look super out of the box. I find the more layers a wig has, the more texture, curl, or wave a wig has, the worse it looks straight out of the box. A lot of the time these companies do not comb through the curl and wave when they put it in. So they put it in and then they leave it. So that can look really rough. They're usually packed really tightly in that box so that they survive lots of jostling, shipping, and all of that, and don't get friction damage, and the cap doesn't get crushed, and all of those things, which can make it look really flat and not so great out of the box. So do keep in mind, this is really common, and I actually don't think it looks that bad. But wigs out of the box need a little TLC. Wigs with a lot of permatease sometimes can look really rough out of the box because that permatease gets smashed and compacted. This one really doesn't have traditional permatease, so it's really just that curl pattern. And the thing is, you can't do anything to these wigs if you decide you want to return it. So you really shouldn't be combing through the curls. You shouldn't be shaking it out, which is something most wigs need. You shouldn't be fluffing it up. And so assessing a wig out of the box so that you can make a good decision, and honestly, stop returning every wig you buy. Like, you learn how to do these things, and eventually you're gonna know what wigs are worth your time and effort and that you can work with and what you can't. I will link a few videos below where I've talked about all those things. For me, I like to flip them upside down. I will finger comb them first. I know this particular piece, I do take a wide tooth comb to it. I think it looks better. But some curly wigs actually are not better for being combed. So there are times with curly wigs that I never comb them. I just finger style them. I've learned over the years what types of curl patterns that I need to handle that way. And I can't really teach it to you because a lot of it's preference. The more you comb through a curly piece, even on a heat-friendly synthetic or a regular synthetic where the style is baked in, you will relax that curl pattern over time. So the less you can tug on those curls, which combing does, the curlier it will stay for longer. Sometimes curls can get frizzed out by doing that. So there's just a lot that you will learn, and just be patient with yourself. I promise you, you will learn it. And the fact that you're watching videos is going to get you there. Just, find those of us who do a lot of teaching. I think reviews are wonderful and you should watch those too, but the teaching is where you're going to really get good at this. So now I'm going to comb through it because, like I said, I already know this one is better for being combed through. And I fluffed her as I was yapping, and now I'm fluffing her here. What I'm doing is I'm separating fibers that were compacted with each other in shipping. I'm fluffing them. I'm letting kind of the air circulate so that they will kind of pop out a little bit. This doesn't, like I said, doesn't have traditional permatease, so I don't need to wake any permatease up, but look at that. Look at how beautiful that is. I am so pleased that this one actually looks really similar. Really similar. You have to keep in mind, I've worn mine a few times. 4 or 5, I think. I haven't washed it yet. You also have to keep in mind that dark colors will look different than lighter colors because they reflect the light differently. They're going to look different on me because, how a wig matches with my skin tone and with the clothing I'm choosing to wear will impact how it looks to you. It's nothing's in a vacuum. But generally, just as someone who is very familiar with this style, I'm just trying to fluff it up here, I think this one looks really similar. I did trim up the bangs on mine a little bit because these bangs are just a little bit too long for me and they poke me in the eye, and there's nothing worse than a synthetic fiber in the eye. But, and I do have a video showing how I do that with a thinning razor. But other than that, I think these are very similar. So exciting that this one looks good too. I am so sad that this is not the rooted version. I would have loved to have this wig for summer. I love blondes in the summer. I just can't wear unrooted blondes. But other than that, she's awesome. So that's it for this video. I'm not going to cover color. I'm not going to go in depth. I've reviewed this wig already. Go watch my other review. I am going to go pull out the other one. I have another wig in this color. I'll get that reviewed, and I will try to get that one out quickly. So if you're here for the color, I will have a video out soon where I show the color. I'm not going to do that one in this video either. I just wanted to give you guys all that information about a wig fresh out of the box and how it could look different and how sometimes you've got to work with it and all the things so that you've got one more data point to help you be successful. And if you kind of think you might like this piece, all I can tell you is I love it. And I highly recommend it. It's definitely for my bang wearers who like a little curl. It's a great wig, especially for fancy hair, for events, for weddings. You can absolutely wear this one up in a ponytail or a little bit of an updo. So for sure, this could be great for spring weddings. Like I said, I wore mine to my niece's wedding and to a fundraising gala, both of which I was super dressed up and I felt amazing. Amazing in that wig, so I highly recommend it. Thanks for watching, you guys. Don't forget about Chiquel. Link in the description to my video, to some helpful out-of-the-box videos, to a bang trimming video, and a coupon code that will save you money if you decide to purchase something at Chiquel. See you soon. Hey friends, thanks so much for watching. Here are a few videos I think you might enjoy. Go ahead and click on one and watch.